Hi guys, thanks for coming to spend some time with me on today. It's your girl, Head Beauty in Charge, coming to you with another video on today. And this will be a video for the blessings in the month of March coming for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. God and Goddess, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Angels, thank you so much for being here with us on today. I ask that you come and bring a special message for the viewers. We are awaiting these blessings here in the month of March. And we thank you so much for your guidance and coming to be with us on today. Okay, so guys, so before we get started, I just wanted to say, I don't know if any of you all have been experiencing some very strong headaches, probably like midday or in the evening time. And this is a message that I got a couple of days ago because I've been experiencing some really intense headaches and migraines the past couple of weeks. And the message that I got was that the crown and the third eye chakra for me were opening up and just getting prepared for the messages that I would be receiving from Spirit. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, sometimes I have a habit of eating unhealthy foods and maybe a little more sodium than I should. So what I felt like I was getting from Spirit was to watch what you're eating, especially when it comes to salty foods and things like that. Try to cut back on the sodium. And not only that, just make sure that you're drinking a whole lot of water at this time, because I have a feeling that there are some things that are being cleansed or detoxed, so to speak, from the spirit world and the spiritual realm. And when that's happening, I feel as though you have to watch certain things that you're putting into your body. And even when it comes to television and things of that nature, just make sure that you are not overdoing it, overstimulating, that area of your head and your brain, because I feel as though there are downloads and stuff there trying to take place, or there's like blockages and clearings that are being taken care of at that time. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so what blessings are coming? Wow. Already in the month of March, Spirit. Oh wow, that's great. Okay, let me get a couple more. What blessings are coming for the month of March? They're just flying out today, guys. They're ready. Oh wow, this is great. Okay, blessings for the month of March. I haven't filmed in a couple of days because I've just been feeling this heaviness in my spirit, like a very, even though I'm not depressed or anything, I feel as though there was a depressed feeling, that I was getting, like a heaviness, kind of like an anxiety. Oh wow, this is great. This is great. Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, I've been away for a little bit, but now I feel like this, the smoke is clearing in my life. I'm coming back to you guys full force because I know that these videos are very important, and I feel like Spirit really wants to get a message across. Okay, so the first thing that I got that I am definitely resonating with at this time is a blessing on your sleep, okay? So Spirit I feel like is wanting to bring you guys some messages in your dream state. I don't know about you all, but I have definitely been getting a lot of downloads, a lot of different dreams at night, like several dreams in one night. Make sure, guys, that you are keeping a journal or something to write on and write these dreams down by your bedside, because I feel like these dreams aren't just regular dreams, especially a dream that I got last night. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it, but goodness gracious, guys, these dreams that you may be having at this point in time could be so realistic, like so vivid, like you can remember them. And I feel like that's a message that you should definitely be writing these dreams down, because it's like the spirit world is trying to communicate with you. They're trying to tell you something. Okay, so I also see now there's an owl in this picture, and I feel like the owl signifies wisdom and kind of like intuition. So it's like these dreams aren't coming to you for no reason. Like this is something that you may see later on in the future, or some sort of spiritual message that God is trying to convey to you, and you really need to take heed and pay attention to the things that are going on, because this may be something that really may even help you in your day-to-day, your regular life. It could be an idea or anything that you could use possibly to your advantage. This may even be telling you what could be going on with your person. I have had dreams in the recent past and, further back where honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you guys, I suspected that the person that I was dealing with was cheating on me. And I felt as though spirit at that time pretty much confirmed that my suspicions were right. So I don't know who that's for. Maybe you are having a dream, that the partner that you're with may not be in your best interest for you to be with this person. So spirit's definitely trying to tell you something, but this is definitely a blessing. I feel like even though maybe it might not feel like it now, like these things could be bringing the truth to light, or bringing some things to the forefront for you in order for you to utilize this in your life. Okay, the next card that I got is a blessing on your creativity. So I see this picture, and this lady is playing like a flute of some sort. Some of you guys may be musicians, or you could be very good playing an instrument, whether you know it or not. This may be something dealing with music, I feel like, or just you could be a painter, because it's like I see this beautiful scene in the background, and it's just like it screams out painting to me. So you could have several gifts or talents that God is trying to bring to the forefront to you, or maybe you already know that you have a lot of creativity and talents within you, but maybe you've been so bogged down with whatever it is that you've been dealing with in the past that you can't really explore these things. So there's definitely a blessing coming to you, and I feel as though this is something that you could possibly be getting monetary gain from. You could definitely be getting money and nice clothes, possibly riches, because see, I see here in her hair there's like green sprouts, and there's green all in these pictures here. This could be something also that's hidden in your subconscious mind that you're unaware of, because I see water in the background. So whatever you may be feeling that you are capable of in the way of creativity, I feel as though you should definitely begin to explore some of those things at this time. All right. Some of you guys may be really sad right now. This is a blessing that's coming to you in the month of March here to lift that sadness. when I look at this lady, it seems as though, she's a little exposed here. So maybe you've exposed yourself to someone or something, maybe in hopes that this person would be there for you, or this person would be a loving and caring person. Like maybe you bore your soul to this person and they've left you here in this state. And it's like I see a moth here, a moth. So I feel like at the same time, people may be drawn to you, but they aren't the type of person, that you can put your trust in. Like you're like a flame. Like when I see a moth, I feel like a moth drawn to a flame. So you might be the light in people's life, but maybe they might not treat you the same way. Like maybe, you may attract a lot of spiritual vampires. That's what I know a lot of people they relate to them as, and that's what I actually relate to them as. I've had experiences where I was willing to come into somebody's life and give them all the love and the care, and I was just like a giver. I was a people pleaser. I wanted people to be pleased by my actions and things of that nature, but it was just kind of like they were drawn to my light, but they were like leeches. They pretty much just wanted to suck the life out of me. Like by the time I finished with them, I felt as though I had nothing left to give. I had nothing left of myself. So maybe you've been in seclusion. Maybe you've been kind of like hiding, because this lady, I see she's got the hood over her head. So maybe you don't want to be in the public eye right now. Maybe you just want to keep to yourself, and because you're very, very sad. I see a lot of blue in this picture as well. So this may have something to do with like your throat chakra being blocked. Like when your throat chakra is blocked, it's like you can't really communicate the way you want to. You can't really express yourself the way you want to. Or when you try to express yourself or your feelings and try to like speak your truth or whatever, it may be that a lot of people reject you, or they kind of like take what you say the wrong way, or they might even take your words and then use them against you, flip them against you, so that pretty much at the end of the day, you're the person that's wrong. You're the person that's this. You're the person that's that. But it's like I'm seeing that being lifted from you at this point in time here in the month of March. Okay, let's move on. A blessing on your health. Now, this is a really good one right here. Now, all right. I don't know why these berries in the background, these purple berries, are sticking out to me, but definitely I'm feeling like crown chakra. Like it's something going on as far as the crown chakra. Maybe you may need to find yourself eating more fruits and veggies, because there's like a lot of green in this picture. And it's like the lady has a cup. Maybe you guys might need to find yourself cutting back on the alcohol, or the like overindulging on certain things. Or maybe you've already started to implement this change into your life, like not drinking so much, not smoking so much, eating more of the fruits and veggies. But it's definitely like I'm seeing that there is a turnaround in your life when it comes to your health. So whereas you may have been sick or even like mentally. Like I said, the crown chakra is sticking out to me here in this picture. Maybe, you know, your mental health has suffered, or maybe it is suffering because of the overindulging in these addictions. So, you know, maybe you want to find yourself being mindful of the things that you're putting in your body. But there's definitely a blessing of wellness here in this card, overall wellness. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I could be picking up from this card. You know, I do feel like because the red and the green and all these colors are sticking out so much to me in this card, I feel as though, you know, maybe this card right here could be in relation to this creativity as well that you're going to start seeing in yourself. Like, you know, things are going to start looking more vibrant. Maybe your creativity is going to come back because you're not, you know, constantly clouding your judgment and things of that nature. You are making effort, a conscious effort, you know, to make sure that you're doing the right things when it comes to your health and your body. You know, in the Bible, they say that your body is a temple. So, you know, I feel as though when we find ourselves overindulging in too many things that don't serve our highest good, our mental creativity, or even just our mental state period, is compromised. So definitely I feel like there is going to be a major blessing here coming with your health. And with that, we're going to move on to the next card. A blessing on your intuition. So guys, I feel like though here's another owl in this card. So I mean, wisdom, your intuition, like you're finally getting to a place where you're waking up inside as a person. And there again, there's that purple in the card. Like either your crown chakra is really waking up, or it's like you really want to awaken your crown chakra at this point in time. Like, and it's just as though, you know, these things are really coming forward to you. Now, some of you guys, I feel like maybe you need to make a choice, because it's like all these blessings can be coming to you and, you know, really showing themselves to you. But I feel like it's ultimately your choice on whether or not, you know, you want to move forward with this. So I'm definitely giving you the tools, you know, definitely more meditation. Your intuition, listen to your intuition. Like, don't second guess yourself. You know, I have personally second guessed myself in a lot of different situations, and the first thought that I thought initially was the right thought, but then it was just kind of like, as time went by, whether it was something that I really wanted and I didn't care about what my intuition was saying to me, or, you know, I was just like maybe a lot of you just second guessing, like, nah, that can't be what I just heard, you know, that can't be, you know, the right thing to do. But then later on, when situations blew up in my face and certain things happened, and I look back on the first moment when my intuition had told me no about something, or they will say, you know, wait, or this is not the right person for you, or this, that, or the third, like, I would realize that I was right the whole time, and had I listened to my intuition, and, you know, I probably wouldn't be in the situation that I was at that point in time. So maybe it's that your intuition is wanting to get stronger at this time. Maybe there are some really important messages that need to be conveyed to you, but you have to make sure that you are doing your part. You know, I've always heard that, you know, if you really want God to move in your life and you really want something special, or you have your dreams or your goals or something that is really a desire in your heart, all you have to do is, show God that you're willing and you really want this thing to happen in your life, and He will meet you where you are. Like, you may not be a vegetarian, you may not be much of a fruit or vegetable eater. Maybe you just like to eat what you like to eat, but it's kind of like sometimes we have to take those little steps in order to get to where God really wants us to be, because He says in the Word He will give you the desires of your heart. But it's like you have to do some work on your end too. And like I said, I keep seeing this purple. It's purple, like it for some reason it reminds me of fruit. And I know that, when you have different fruits and veggies, that kind of like not only detoxes your system, but it's like the colors in relation to the chakra system in our body. It's like those fruits and veggies, they tell you that you should be consuming those things because they heal you. They heal you from the inside. And then because of that, you can project the person that you really are, the person that God really created you to be on the outside. You can project that confidence. You can project that, that wisdom, that abundance, that prosperity that you desire to have in your life. So, it all starts from within. That's what I'm hearing. It all starts from what you put on the inside. And this could be in relation to sex as well. I know that we're all grown here, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Sometimes you have to be careful with who you lay down with. And I'm not ashamed to say, sometimes I have chosen the wrong partner. Sometimes I found myself being with somebody in that way that I knew that they didn't mean me well. I knew that they were jealous of me. I knew that they didn't have my best interest at heart. But because it was good to me, because that's what I felt like my flesh wanted, I was willing to go with it. But I feel like, guys, you don't realize how serious the consequences could be, when dealing with somebody who has those bad and unfamiliar spirits inside of them. You can not only get STDs, like sexual transmitted diseases, there are also sexually transmitted demons, okay? And I know that this is a touchy subject or whatever, but I do not care. I don't mind bearing my soul when it comes for the greater good of, this world. And I feel like a lot of people are not going to like that message, but so be it. You have to be careful with your life, because we are all here on a mission. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm perfect. I've made many mistakes, But I feel like when it comes to you and your soul mission and your life purpose here on earth, you have to have these things in check if you want to be blessed by God. If you want, for your desires and your dreams to come true, those things are very important, So I don't know who that message is for. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, because I feel like we all have fallen short of the glory of God. Nobody is perfect, not even me, So anyway, moving right along, I feel like these blessings are really coming to the forefront for you, whoever you are. Like, this is something that God wants to bless you with. And the last card that I have is a blessing of the waters. When I hear water, I automatically think of the subconscious mind. I don't know why it always, comes out that way for me, but maybe there's something that's hidden in your subconscious that you are not aware of, something that maybe has happened in your past, and it causes you to behave the way that you behave or think the way that you may think. And you may wonder, why am I like this? Why do I do certain things the way that I do them? Where did this whole attitude come from? And I just feel like, maybe there's something that might be hidden in your subconscious mind that you aren't aware of. Maybe there's something that has happened in your past, whether it has to do with, the religion that you may have been brought up in, your parents, your siblings, something that somebody might have done to you. But I have an overall feeling that, like, it's time to let all of that go. It's time, for you to forgive. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe somebody did something really bad to you. Maybe it's something that you may feel is unforgivable. Maybe it's something that you're just like, I'll never forgive this person no matter what. Like, but I'm really hearing, that you need to release that. Give it to God, whether it's through prayer or meditation. Maybe this is something that you might find yourself thinking of a lot, like all the time. And it's just like, it's so much pain there. It's so much anger. It's so much resentment there, to the point where you don't think you'll ever get over it. Maybe this is something that happened years ago that you still can't let go of. I'm hearing right now, God wants to bless you. He wants to bless your waters. He wants to bless your subconscious mind. He wants to heal that past thing that you have just had so much mental turmoil over. And not only that, I feel like I'm getting from this card as well. You see how this girl, she kind of seems like a mystic creature or something. Like, look at her ears. She's definitely not human, So I feel as though what I'm getting from this card as well is that, maybe you have conformed to some sort of religion or something of that nature, that you think that you may be liberated from this particular thing, like, that it brings you success and blessings. And I'm not saying that it does not, don't get me wrong, but I just feel as though there's something that you may need to explore or dig deeper in your life, because it's kind of like this thing, it may be holding you down and suppressing you more than you think it is. I don't really know what that is. I'm not quite sure. Like, I'm not getting clear messages on anything like that, and I'm not knocking anybody's religion or religious practices or anything like that, but I just feel as though it's something that you haven't explored yet. And I feel like I'm getting it's because you just fear the unknown in this thing. Like, you are afraid. Maybe you think it's demonic, maybe you think it's bad, but we live in a world of duality here. It's like, that demonic and all of that other stuff, I really kind of take that lightly, because I just feel like sometimes you never know. Some people can put things in your ear to try to maybe like scare you away from things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. You have to dive deep. You have to find your own truth in this world. Don't ever conform to whatever somebody tells you, because that's just word of mouth. That's just like gossip. Anybody can say it. Anybody can come to you with something, but does that necessarily mean that it's true? Is that person pure of heart? Or does that person just like to talk and blow smoke out of their what? I'm trying to keep it light here on this message, because I just feel this overall light feeling, I wish you could feel the feeling that I feel right now. Like, God, I feel like it's really definitely in my presence. My ancestors, my spirit guides are all here. I feel like really supporting me in this. So, all right. So let me just get some clarity on a few of these cards here. All right. Well, actually, let me get this deck first. clarity on a blessing on your creativity. Give me clarity on a blessing of your creativity. Give me clarity on a blessing on your creativity. Spirit, give me clarity on the blessing of your creativity. So maybe you can't see what, your creative endeavors could be because you have a lot going on in your life right now. I feel like some of you guys are actually experiencing a spiritual awakening at this time, and a lot is happening to you. Like, it seems like anything that can go wrong does go wrong, and it's like you can't really see what all of this stuff is or what it's leading to because there's just so much turmoil in your life right now. But I got the ever unfolding rose, and it's cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So I feel like here in the month of March, like, you've been going through a lot, but this is your spirit. I feel like at the end of March, this lady right here, look how she looks so liberated. She's in the water. It's like she's got her face turned up to the heavens. And it's just like, it just seems like this picture is just screaming liberation. And I see a rose that represents beauty, that represents, maybe you could be modeling. Maybe you have always dreamed of being a model. Maybe you have dreamed of doing something that, is kind of like a feminine nature that you really, really enjoy, Maybe you could be a dancer because I also got the Dance with Life card. Maybe you at one time really enjoyed dancing. Do something to change your energy. So, I feel like once you start changing your vibrational frequency and having a higher vibration, the veil will be lifted and you'll be able to figure out what this creative endeavor is. But I feel like it's something that you really enjoy doing, something that you once enjoyed doing as a child. That's what I'm getting. Something that you really, really enjoy. And I feel like this could be feminine or masculine. Maybe you're suppressing some sort of energy that really, maybe other people might consider it feminine or whatever, but don't let that type of thing stop you. You're not gay for doing something that you really enjoy, Don't allow people to dictate to your happiness. That's what I'm getting. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think. You're in this life for you. You're in this life to change other people's lives. You're in this life to be your true, authentic self. It doesn't matter what other people think. Some people, they tell you what they think and they force their opinions on you because you don't realize, I feel like there's a lot of people out here trying to stop you from your true mission. A lot of people want to see you do good, but not better than them. But that's when I say you just chuck the deuces up to those people, or chuck your middle finger up to those people, and you do what's right for you. When they die, when you die, are they gonna go with you? No. When you get to heaven or wherever, or when you get to, to meet and see the Creator, and they ask you, what have you done with the talents and the gifts that I've given you? And all you can do is shrug your shoulders. How's that gonna feel? How you think that's gonna feel? How you think you're gonna feel when you leave this earth and you were too scared to fulfill your dreams and your mission, and as you're dying, you think about that. All the things I could have done, all the things I should have done, all the things I really wanted to do, I didn't get to do it because I was worried about the opinion of others. I feel like that's a huge slap in your face, and a huge slap in the face of the divine, because he equipped you with these gifts. All right? got the Grandmother Moon card. And I'm going to read the meaning of that because I don't really use these oracle cards that often, but I love them. They always have a good positive message and they always get straight to the point. Look, a shining example. This too shall pass, and trust your feelings. Okay, so God has brought you here to be a shining example. And I feel like right now you're not radiating that light because you're hurt. You are hurt. And I mean, I can really relate to that, guys. Don't ever feel bad about feeling pain. Don't ever feel bad about being in a depressed or sad state because it's life. That happens. Everybody's not going to treat you well. Everybody's not going to have your best interest at heart. Some people are going to hurt you. But through that hurt, you need to have the wisdom to know that, you know, like they said, like the card said, this too shall pass. And God is using that in your life for the season to come. You know, are you going to have wisdom when the next situation like this comes your way? Or are you going to stay stuck in the past? But I feel like you guys are moving forward. Like you're not even allowing this to run and ruin your life. Okay? So the energy of Grandmother Moon is guiding you to step back within the sacred lunar cycles. In doing so, you will find yourself within the divine ebb and flow of our great universe. Grandmother Moon governs the emotional body that is the ocean within. It's time that you allow yourself to flow and embrace the goddess. Grandmother Moon tells us that to seek is to not find, and that to try promotes an element of failure. However, there are no wrongs, and this is not about succeeding or failing, but allowing and surrendering yourself to the divine flow of all that is. Our grandmother leads by beautiful example by trusting her cycles. Her trust creates an energy that you may step into to be within her cycles, and in doing so, you too can trust in the rise and falls of all that is unfolding. Be the creator of your own world, and do so knowing that all is available to you in perfect timing within the turning of the cycles. Your thoughts and beliefs can place limitations on your ability to receive and pull you out of your innate cycles. So trust and feel the energies of Grandmother Moon and know that you are safe to explore all she brings into your awareness. Have faith in how you feel when you are synchronized with her and the goddess within. Feel the divine feminine and appreciate that her energy is not one of doing, but simply being. Take time to sit with her, be with her, and breathe her into the flower that you are. You will soon discover that the goddess has been with you all along. You know, so I feel like this is just a season, and a season that you are coming out of at that. Don't try to force things. Just let things be. You know, if you have to leave somebody or if you've left somebody, sit with that pain. Deal with that pain, but don't sit in it and dwell in it too long. Don't find yourself obsessing over it, because guess what? That person or situation that you're thinking about is not obsessing over you. I can guarantee you that person or situation is moved on. And who's the one that's stuck back still suffering? You. So I just feel like, you know, yes, feel your emotions, but at some point in time, you have to move forward. And this is that time, because great things are coming for you. Okay? I'm going to get clarity on this one last card. Give me clarity on a blessing of the waters. I got the boundaries card. Okay? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So this is a situation from your past, guys. Something that, or someone that is trying to come in and pretty much drain all of your energy, and they're not aware, I feel like, of what they're doing. But you know how there are certain demons or certain entities that are attached to a person because it's like they're being used. They're being used by, the devil or whatever it is that you choose to call it. Like, there are entities, there are angels, and there are entities, I believe. And some people who subject themselves to these lower vibrational activities, they allow themselves to be used. Okay? But that's not your problem, that's their problem. And you need to find yourself setting better boundaries against these people, places, and things. You see how this lady it's like she has great power. She has great power, and she has on dark clothing. So that symbolizes, guys, that you are protected. And look at that light near this woman. Some of you may be aware of what the chakras are already. Some of you are getting them aligned, like you are doing what you're supposed to do on your end. Just make sure that you keep doing it. Keep these leeches at bay. Set your boundaries. You know what you can tolerate and what you can't tolerate. Make sure you're keeping these people at arm's length, because they don't want to see you do good in life. They don't want to see you get better. They want to keep you in this low vibrational state. And you have the power to lift yourself up above all of that. You have the power to be able to reach your dreams and your goals. No matter what anybody says about you, no matter what anybody tries to do to stop you, you ultimately contain the power in your hands. The great divine has given you the power. Okay, guys, so I'm not going to keep you forever. But, this is, I feel like, just definitely a great lineup for you in the month of March. So keep your head up, keep doing whatever you're doing, because it's like God is blessing you. He really is. It might not seem like it right now, but take heart, keep your head up. These things are coming for you, and they are coming full force, okay? If you don't see them yet, I feel like by the end of March, the beginning of April, these things will have manifested in your life. As long as you keep up, the work on your end, do what you're supposed to do. Make sure that you're incorporating healthy meals into your lifestyle. Make sure you're exercising, guys. If it's nothing but going out and walking near your home, if you have exercise equipment, in your home, don't sit and let it collect dust. You utilize it. I don't care if it's been years. You have to start somewhere. Make sure you're incorporating healthy, high vibrational activities into your life. Maybe don't go out to the club so much. Do everything in moderation. Don't overdo it, because now is a time where you need to have that balance in your life so that these things can occur. All right? I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have liked everything that I've said and these things have resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you. Have a good day.